boy, coming at you. Got a video for you. I got a how-to video for you. I think my first how-to video ever. I am going to teach you, attempt to teach you how to tie an FG knot. FG knot, I had tons of trouble with an FG knot until I kind of got it down and figured it out. Watched a bunch of videos on YouTube, got help from friends on Facebook, and I finally got it down. And I'm not the fastest at tying it, but it is a great knot to tie for your finesse setups. I just had this finesse setup re-spooled the other day. It's a Guggen Squad finesse rod. It is a 7 medium fast. It's got a Daiwa 3000 series reel on it. It's the Regal LT 3000 CXH. 10 ball bearings, and I got 15-pound suffix on it. I think I don't have it's like a suffix 832, 835, in like that high vis green, that lime green. And I'm going to tie on this Bass Pro 8-pound fluoro leader, just like Seagar. If you know, you know. But I'm going to tie this on. This is going to be my leader material for this. Probably an 18-inch leader, I'm thinking. This is going to be for a shaky head setup. I already have this tied on to my other setup. That's a drop shot setup. So this one is going to be for the shaky head setup only. And I got a bunch of different things for shaky head stuff. I got the Owner Ultra Head shaky type twist lock keeper, a 1/4 ounce and a 4/0 hook, some 6 cents worms. I got some KVD Strike King worms for the shaky head setup. So that's what we're going to do. First things first, the easiest way I figured out how to do this, and this is thanks to Ott Defoe. You tie a loop just like this, and you just put it here. That way you have a little bit of tautness to your line. You want to make sure you have some tautness to your main line. Set it up. If you have a way to set it up so it's stable, this is the best way to move this out of the way. This is my frogging rod. Take your leader, I don't know, whatever 18 inches is, we'll say, that's probably bigger than 18 inches, whatever. We'll do like half of my wingspan. And the one thing you want to do with this too, I found that helped a lot, another shout out to Ott Defoe, is making sure that you can keep this taut, your leader line taut, in the odd hand that's not doing the wraps, right? So making sure that you wrap this around a few times, your finger, so you have some tautness and you can keep it tight. Then about maybe 6 inches, 5-6 inches of leader line. The most simplest way I can tell you to do this is laying it over that braid, and then you're gonna go under, away from you. When you go away from you, you come over and you come back underneath you. So it'll be like this, if you can see this. Like, let's say your line is right here. Hopefully this looks good on camera. You're gonna go under, this way. Under, away, under 2. And you're gonna do that for a total of 22 wraps, so 11, 11. The way I figured out how to do this so it doesn't bind up on you right off the rip, after those first 2 wraps, pull your leader line tight on both sides. Wrap again, pull again. Now that might be overkill, but I'm telling you, this is the way I do it. I pull it every time I do 2 wraps, and it's been solid. So you can do it that way if you want. You don't have to, but that is the way that worked for me. So let me retie this around my finger, my pinky. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do 4. So I got some tight line right there. Now I'm gonna cross it over, and you're gonna pinch your knot so you kind of hold it in place. So we're gonna go under 1, 2, and then pull. 3, 4, pull. And holding it in place. Your wraps are going to start going parallel or perpendicular. It's not going to go parallel against the line. It's going to go sideways. So that was 4. Let's do 5, 6, pull. 7, 8, pull. 9, 10, pull. So now it's that wrap is starting to bite into each other. That leader is starting to bite into that braid and it's starting to make those wraps. That's 11, 12, perfect. So now that's in place. Pull tight. Let me see if I can bring this over to you. Hopefully that focuses. There it is. Now, you're pretty much done. You just have to tie some half hitch knots. So what that's going to be, you're going to want your tag end to come up here to where your braid is. You're going to undo your braid down here. And you're going to take your leader, because it's up here, and you're going to tie 2 half hitches. You don't have to do this, but it just gives you some more stability. That's 1. Two. So then, just go through, tighten everything down, your leaders, your tag ends, your main. It shouldn't slip on you. If it slips, then you did something wrong. You have to back out and redo it again. I'll hear racing and shit in my neighborhood. All right. Now, that's about the length I want the leader. There we go. That right there, if it focuses, excuse me, put this down here. That right there is the FG nut. Nice and tight. It goes through the guides really, really well. It won't get caught in the guides. It's extremely strong. Mark Daniels Jr., if you follow MDJ, part of that Ding crew with DC and Jacob Wheeler and Adrian Avina, he'll do 5 half hitches on top and 5 half hitches on the bottom. Which you can do that, that's fine. You know, that's fine. It's just he secures it like extra, like super, super extra. So now all you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut these tag ends. I forgot who it was. It might have been either Jacob Wheeler or Ott Defoe. When they cut their line, they cut their tag ends, take a little bit of what's that stuff called? Super glue. You put a little dab on it and just move up with your finger. And that'll lock that in place. That'll lock that braid tag in place because it'll kind of take those threads and it'll kind of put them down together. And I've seen Seth Feider take a lighter and kind of torch the end of that fluoro just a little bit, not to get the actual whole knot itself, but just bring that down a little bit. So you're going to want to be able to do that. So you're going to want to be able to cut these down. So I'm going to cut this down as close as I can to the nut without cutting the nut. You could probably even go down a little bit more, but I'm worried that I'm going to cut it. So get this tag end. Of the leader. And there you go. That right there is the FG knot. A little bit of fraying. At some point this will slip a little bit and lock in place, so it might be able to get that covered. But besides that, you'll be able to tie on and rock and roll. If you're not already following, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. You want to be alerted when I'm dropping videos. I got a couple videos I got to drop. Might have a little bit of copyright issues, so we just got to throw a bunch of music on it to play out the other music that was playing in the background. But yeah, if you're not, like the video, subscribe, let your friends and family know. You want more of these videos, how to do things, we can do it. I can do like a little series on how-to. But yeah, knock the hardest knot out, #1. On the video series. So catch you on the water. I got a practice fish tomorrow. Practice is Friday. Phoenix Bass Fishing League on the Detroit River on Saturday. Hopefully I will finish higher than what I did before. Hopefully I get more fish. But you know, as a co-angler in the series, you are at the mercy of your angler. So wherever they go is where you go. So we'll see what happens. Wish me luck. Catch you on the flip. Peace.